Hello, good morning to everyone. I hope my voice is completely clear. Is there any problem of sound? Any two or three can randomly give me the reply. Okay, fine. I got the reply from two. Now we'll go ahead with the discussion. See, yesterday I have discussed two things that is related to modulation index. Before that, till the point or since the discussion has started, we have discussed about the okay, there are more two or three students are required to join. See, next time onwards, you be on time. Okay, fine. So we have started the amplitude modulation and then the fundamental concept of amplitude modulation and mathematical representation of amplitude modulation. Then we discuss about the modulation index. Then amplitude modulation with the information signal, how it is going to have the frequency component. If there are two frequency components, what will happen? What about the bandwidth of amplitude modulated wave? That also we have discussed. Sorry. Then we discuss the basic phenomena or the fundamental understanding of amplitude modulation, that how amplitude modulation takes place, what about the important parameters of information signal, what about the important parameter of the carrier signal. A low frequency information signal will be there. That is the actual signal we are going to transmit with high frequency carrier signal. As the name implies, this is the carrier signal. It is used to carry the information from one point to another point. Now there are main three parameters that we can change. One is amplitude, frequency, and phase. So here we can change the parameter of the amplitude. That's why this kind of the modulation is known as amplitude modulation. Now amplitude of carrier, that will be changed in accordance with the amplitude of information signal. This is a fundamental understanding behind the concept amplitude modulation. Now I got one query that how the amplitude modulated wave, the envelope, how it was takes place. I have already discussed it in yesterday's class, but this was the doubt, this was the query. So here again I am going to explain that part, so it will be very good for you to understand whenever you have to give the exam, because nowadays it is very important to clear the fundamentals. Okay. I hope the screen is completely visible. Any one or two student can give me the reply. Okay, fine. So now I am going to, there are 51, more than 51 students, okay? And as it is going to disturb our activity, right? I am going to log the meeting. So now onwards, no one can join our discussion. Okay, fine. So this is about the amplitude modulation. That is the main concept that we discuss. Fine. So here, modulation index, this we already discussed in previous lectures. This is about the mathematical representation of amplitude and modulation index. So this is the main screen. So here you can see the usage or the modulation of the carrier as well as the wave shape of carrier as well as information signal. You can see over here the carrier wave. This is known as a VC, that is amplitude of carrier wave. Here the amplitude is constant in this diagram, and in the bottom diagram you can see the amplitude is varied over here. You can see that is what information signal. It is VM, so it is increasing up to 1 volt. Then it is decreasing, let's say 0.75, 0.50, 0.25, then 0, and then it will be decreasing in negative peak, that is minus 0.25, minus 0.50, minus 0.75, and minus 1. Whereas in this case about carrier signal, we can see it will be increasing at an initial point, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3 volt, this is a very peak amplitude of carrier wave. And then it is decreasing from 3 to 2, 1, 0, then minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3. and then again it is increasing. So this is a carrier, this is information. So in this, yes, Dhruv, you have posted one thing, that is, you have a doubt, you can put over here so that we can discuss in chat also or in other class also. See here, as you have mentioned, is the time of both signals matter. Okay, actually the time, I hope you are talking about the time of this. So time, I'm going to talk about the frequency. Okay, so actually it is a frequency, right? So low frequency is the low frequency and information signal. Okay, and high frequency carrier. I hope you got time of both signals matter. I hope you are clear with this explanation. See, the amplitude, that will be anything. Here amplitude is required to vary of carrier signal, that is with information signal. It doesn't mean the frequency of carrier signal we are going to change. So time of both of the signal doesn't matter. That means what? Low frequency information signal and high frequency carrier signal. So frequency of high frequency carrier signal, that will not change according to the frequency of lower signal. So in this context, I can say that time, or 1 over t, that is the actual frequency, okay, it doesn't lie in the amplitude modulation. These are the concept which is related to frequency modulation, where frequency is going to change, and it will be a phase modulation where phase of the carrier, that will be changed. So here we are discussing amplitude modulation. So there is no context, there is no problem related to time. It is only for the amplitude. Okay, I hope the question is completely clear. Dhruv, now we are going ahead. If you have any more question, you can give me a mail. You can ask me in the mail. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Meanwhile, I have to run the scenario. So for 1 minute. So you can read the PPT meanwhile, right? That is, we are discussing the amplitude modulation over here, and here the high frequency. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, Mr. Dhruv, you can give your introduction in a chat room. Mr. Dhruv Fuletra. Uh, See, you can leave, right? I hope you have joined another group. Now, remaining student, you can do one thing. You can read the amplitude modulation. That is the scenario. That is how we are going to use it. Okay, so that you can read. It is already shown on your screen that how things are required to utilize, right? So I shared it. Okay. Now, still, if you have any question, you can just raise your question in the chat room. Otherwise, we'll go ahead to discuss that how the shape of that is required to consider. Okay, the same question was asked in earlier session. Okay, it's related to that part. Okay. I hope the screen of this one modulation index is appearing on everybody's mobile phone or screen. Okay, any one or two can give me just reply. Okay, now I'm going to hit the question, that is the shape, the shape of amplitude modulated wave that is formed. You can see here, this is the carrier signal, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is known as carrier wave. Carrier signal will be there, right? So 0 to VC, this is the shape of the carrier wave. And here you can see, this is the shape of the information wave. Here, one thing you can notice, that is VM, amplitude of information signal, that is 1 volt. And here one thing you can notice, amplitude of carrier signal, it is 3 volt. So this is 3 volt and this is 1 volt. This is the information in first two figures on a first row. Now, very important thing is bottom figure which is given. This is known as AM signal. It stands for amplitude modulated signal. So here you can see at a first instance of time, let's say I'm talking about this point. You can see my cursor on your screen. So 0 at this particular position. What is the amplitude of carrier wave? Over here you can see at this point, left hand side corner of your slide, that is a carrier signal. Here it is 3 volt. Now carrier will be changed in accordance with information, that is this VM plus this one. So what will be the scenario? This is 1 volt plus this is 3 volt. So total voltage you can see it is 4 volt. Okay, so initially the amplitude of that is the amplitude of AM wave, that is VC plus VM, that is 3 plus 1 4. You can see over here it is also mentioned. Now as information is degrading, that is the next point, it is 0.75, then it is 0.50, then it is 0.25. So what will happen? The plus 0.75, so it will be 3.75. In earlier case it was 4 volt, here it is 3.75, and then it will be degrading, so then it is 0.5, so it will be 3.5, somewhere like here 3.5, then 2.5, then 1. So what will be the minimum value of the voltage that we have? Here we can see, here it is what, total 3, that is this plus 0. So at this moment we can see at this point the amplitude of AM wave, that is 3 volt, and then it is in minus. So 3 minus 0.25, 3 minus 0.5, it is 2.5. So somewhere over here we can see it is 2.5. Then maximum negative peak of the information is what? Minus 1. So 3 minus 1, we have 2 volt. So this is known as maximum negative value of amplitude modulated signal. So here the amplitude of carrier, that will be vary in accordance with information, and because of that reason the shape of amplitude modulated wave, it will looks like the blue line which is indicated over here with dash. Okay, so this is the amplitude modulated signal as I have shown over here, and this part is known as envelope of amplitude modulated wave. So this was the question from one of you, that it is sir, can you repeat one more time that how amplitude modulated wave will be formed? So this is the answer of the question. Okay, still if you have any question you can mail me your question, I will reply on mail also. Okay, now we'll go ahead for this discussion. So this we discussed yesterday that VM divided by VC, it stands for modulation index, and VM, that is known as peak of information signal. VC, it stands peak of carrier signal. Okay, and then see, I got the reply. I got one more thing, that is Mihir. Some of your friends cannot join the meeting, right? I told you in last meeting also that if you want to join the meeting, you all can be there at particular 11 o'clock. Okay, and then I'm going to join everyone. I will wait for 3 or 4 minutes. Today I wait for 5 minutes, and then I will log the meeting. Okay, so here today I have logged the meeting so that there will be no unauthenticated entry inside the meeting. Because of that reason, I have to log the meeting. Okay, now I'm going to this discussion over here. Now you can see this is okay. So next time onwards, you all should take care. This is what modulation index. M is equals to Vm over Vc, peak of information message signal, peak of carrier wave. Here there are three types of amplitude modulation. Here you can see first one is known as Vm less than Vc, where Vm is a amplitude of this peak value of the information signal. Vc is a peak value of the carrier wave. Okay, M is less than 1, it is under modulation. Vm is equals to Vc, where M equal to 1 is a critical or perfect modulation. Vm is greater than Vc, so M greater than 1, it is known as a over modulation. Okay, so based on the value of modulation index, we can classify the category of the modulation over here. So if it is under modulation, M will be less than 1. If it is perfect modulation, M will be equal to 1. And if it is over modulation, M will be greater than 1. Now we are going to discuss this three scenario with graphical point. You can see here this is Vc, Vm, and you can see at this point it is known as under modulation because here Vm is less than Vc and your modulation index is less than 1, that is 0.33. Critical modulation, this we have already discussed, that is what Vm and Vc. Here you can see one more point, that is a very important thing. This is 3 volt and this is 3 volt. So what will happen exactly at this point? It is plus 3 minus 3. So it will be 0. So if it will be 0, you can see there is a flat or it is a flat kind of the curve at this particular point. So this is known as a perfect modulation where modulation index is equals to 1 because 3 divided by 3 equal to 1. That means 100% modulation that will be achieved in a perfect modulation. Next, this is very important thing to understand. Before this slide, discussions was remain in last lecture. Here this is known as Vm over Vc. So Vm is greater than Vc. Then M will be 1 definitely. And this is known as over modulation. Here you can see unmodulated carrier signal which has the amplitude of plus 3 volt. And here you can see at this moment this is plus 3 volt. And then information, you can see information signal which has amplitude that is plus 4 volt. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So obviously we can find that Vm is greater than Vc in this case. Vm of information is 4 volt and Vc of carrier is 3 volt. Now what will happen if this kind of scenario is concerned? You can see 4, that is what 3, first moment here 3 plus 4. So you can see the peak value at this moment it is 7 volt. And then it will gradually decrease. So it is going to follow the path of the information signal you can see. Let's say for an example, it is minus 3. So if it is minus 3, right? So, or let's say minus 2. So at this moment, plus 3, that is this one, minus 2, output will be somewhere over here that is plus 1 volt. That is plus 3 of carrier, and as it is decreasing, let's say at this point it is decreasing, plus 3 and minus 2. This I am going to talk right now. So plus 3 of carrier and minus 2 of information, it will be 3 minus 2, 1 volt. So it is somewhere around here. Now, when it is minus 3, so plus 3 and minus 3, it will become 0. You can see carefully this part. That is plus 3 and minus 3, it is completely 0 at this moment. Now the main observation here, that is when it is plus 3, when carrier is plus 3 and information is, I am talking about this point, that is known as what, minus 4. So what will happen? When it is plus 3 and minus 4, definitely we can say that the answer will be minus 1. Now when answer will be minus 1, we know whenever the amplitude is in negative direction, the actual shape of your sinusoidal wave that will be formed out of phase. That is what, it will be in a negative phase or it will be 180 degree phase compared to the earlier mode. And this property of signal is known as phase reversal. So here you can observe the phase reversal at this part. You can see my cursor on your screen. This is known as phase reversal thing in over modulation. How it will take place, why it is takes place, and what is phase reversal. Phase reversal is nothing but the phase of the signal that is going to change from positive to negative compared to the earlier one. Why it is why it takes place over here, phase reversal? Because the amplitude of information is, for an example, as per this figure, it is minus 4, an amplitude of carrier, let's say it is 3 watt. So 3 minus 4, it is minus 1. So your amplitude modulated wave, this wave that will be occur into negative direction, so it will be minus 1. So phase will be 180 degree out of phase compared to the earlier one. So this is known as a phase reversal property. And phase reversal, this is the unexpected thing, and it should not present in your amplitude modulated wave. So this is a drawback of doing the amplitude modulation. So here one thing that you can observe, this phase reversal was not present in perfect modulation as well as under modulation. But phase reversal is present in over modulation as it is shown over here. I hope the question is clear related to phase reversal. Still, is there any question related to phase reversal, or this point is completely clear? And one or two students randomly can give me yes. I will go ahead. Okay. Okay. So this is very important thing. You all should remember that what is phase reversal of over modulation. Okay. So this you can understand. Phase reversal that leads to loss of information, definitely, because see, when phase is changed, ultimately the carrier is required to carry the information. But now carrier is out of phase. How it is going to carry the information? Or we can say that it will be over modulated. So the actual information will be there, plus some sort of the additional information will be there. And this additional information is known as unwanted noise or interference, something like that. Okay. So we are not, or we are removing, or we are not going to invite the over modulation for the proper amplitude modulated wave. And because of that reason, we are expecting that amplitude modulation that will be perfect modulation or critical modulation, or if in generalized form, if information is low, we can prefer the under modulation, but we are not going to prefer over modulation. I hope I have cleared your question, Digvijay Kadu. Okay, now we'll go ahead. That is the modulation index over here. That is the AM signal under modulation. Here I am going to show you the AM signal envelope for under modulation. So this is the zoom view of the actual AM modulated wave. Okay, so here you can see properly VC minus VM and VC plus VM, two particular peak of amplitude modulation. Here you can see plus 4 and 2. So this is VC plus VM and VC minus VM, but this is for under modulation where VM is less than VC, and because of that reason, obviously small m, that is modulation index, is less than 1. Now this is for perfect modulation. Here you can see VC minus VM. This is a negative peak is 0 in a perfect modulation, and positive is plus 6 volt. Here VM equal to VC, both are 3 volt. So 3 plus 3, because of that reason it is 6, and 3 minus 3, it is 0. This is positive peak of AM wave, negative peak of AM wave, and small m, that is known as modulation index. At present, it is equals to 1, and this is due to the perfect modulation, and this is the expected highly. Now, next thing over here, this is known as the over modulation. So this is the point that we discussed, that is related to over modulation. Here we can see in over modulation, as I have explained you about the phase reversal, here it is mentioned with circle in a zoom view, so you all can understand how the phase is going to change and what is the meaning of the phase reversal as it is mentioned in this slide. VC minus VM along with phase reversal, there are two circles. At right hand side also there is another phase reversal sign will be there, because this is a continuous signal. And carefully you can also observe with yellow circle, it is shown. You can carefully observe the envelope of AM wave. You can see with dotted lines with blue color, this is going to show the envelope. It is known as the envelope of amplitude modulated wave. So this is the conclusion behind this discussion. To avoid phase reversal and easy demodulation, what is the meaning of demodulation? See here what we are doing. We are now discussing the modulation, and in modulation, out of 3 different parameters or 3 different types, we are going to choose amplitude modulation rather than frequency and phase. So if we are going to utilize frequency and phase, it's a different discussion, but here right now I am discussing amplitude modulation. So modulation is what? Modulation is just we are using carrier to transfer information at longer distance. So carrier is not part of the actual expected wave at remote site. It is just, we can see that it is just required to carry the information. As I have give you sometimes many a times the example in your class. Suppose somebody want to throw a stone from building 1 to building 2, that he or she is required to utilize one paper, right? So that paper is what? Or suppose that paper is the information that we want to send the information, some message to your friend who is standing in front of your building number 2. So we are going to write the message on paper. That paper is the actual information signal, and we are going to bind that paper on a very small or tiny stone, and that stone we are going to throw towards building number 2. So your friend will catch that stone which is surrounded by the actual paper, right? So stone is not very important thing for your friend who is standing in building number 2, but only one paper. In that paper, it will discard the stone, it will remove that part, and it will read only the paper which in which the actual information was written by you. So that is known as an information. And this removal of stone at building number 2, this part is known as demodulation process. Okay, so carrier that will be removed, it will be discarded, and only information signal that will be recovered at receiver side. This is known as a demodulation process. So for easy demodulation process, we have to avoid phase reversal, and because of that reason, we are going to avoid over modulation. This is a very important point to understand at this moment for concluding remarks. Second point is modulation index, that is small m. It is kept at less than 1. Okay, as I told you that it may be less than 1, that is known as a under modulation, or it may be set, or it may be kept as less than 100. So modulation depth that may be less than 100, so it will be under modulation or perfect modulation. Now there are some analysis of the amplitude modulated wave. If the wave is received, if the wave is received at receiver side, that is known as received AM signal. So how the AM signal looks like when it has the amplitude or it has the modulation index, suppose it is less than 1 or if it is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the wave that we are sending it, that is with perfect modulation or under modulation. With this, the whole wave we are transmitting with antenna at a longer distance, definitely it will travel, because we have the frequency of carrier wave is very high. So we have high frequency wave, so it will be recovered at receiver side. Now if it will be recovered at receiver side, what will be the amplitude, maximum amplitude or peak amplitude of AM wave? It is nothing but, as it is mentioned in left hand side of this slide, mathematically it will be written as EAM maximum is equals to VC plus VM. Same way, what will be the minimum value of amplitude that may be recovered at receiver side? That is VC minus VM. Mathematically, if you want to find the equation of small m, as I told you in earlier class also, that you have to just remember, don't focus that how equation of small m equal to Vm over Vc found mathematically. So here today I am going to discuss in depth that small m, if you want to find the modulation index, it is nothing but the index at which modulation takes place, or the ratio of the actual modulation that is required. So small m you can write it is equals to EAM max minus EAM mean. Mathematically we can write this divided by EAM max plus EAM mean. Now if you put the value of EAM max and EAM mean, here you can find it is twice Vm over twice Vc, and it is equivalent to Vm over Vc, and because of that reason we found, or we formed, the equation of small m that is known as a modulation index. So this is the topic that we have finished. Okay, that is known as amplitude modulation, and in that modulation index. Now let's quickly summarize the point. Modulation index is equals to Vm over Vc. It's a modulation depth. It will be represented in the form of the percentage. AM modulation, there are three types: under modulation where m is less than 1, perfect modulation where m equal to 1, and over modulation where m is greater than 1. Phase reversal that may be present in over modulation. And the equation of m you have to remember, that is known as EAM max minus EAM mean divided by EAM max plus EAM mean, where EAM max is equals to Vc plus Vm and EAM mean is equals to Vc minus Vm. Okay, so this is a point that we have discussed over here. Now, as per this, is there any important observation or anything that you want to ask at this moment? Any doubt or anything in the first three? See, I have finished first three slides. A very basic or very important thing related to the amplitude modulation. So modulation and some part of demodulation also today I have introduced. If you have any question, you can put right now. We have 2 minutes so that we can discuss right now. I will unmute someone so that we can discuss properly. Now you people are required to read details from the Word file or the textbook up to this point, and you have to practice few examples. Let's say I'm just going to share the screen for 1 minute. I'm going to share the screen of the PDF so that you can understand things related to that also. See, this is the chapter. Okay, this is the chapter amplitude modulation, right? This thing 4.1 introduction to modulation. Here I have finished it. What is the need of the amplitude modulation? As I have discussed in the first lecture, that due to the antenna dimension, interface, channel characteristics, okay, ease of radiation and adjustment of bandwidth, we are going to utilize this one. Now 4.2 is the core concept of amplitude modulation that we have discussed in the second lecture. That here it is shown: modulating signal, carrier frequency, and modulated wave. Okay, this is the main thing. It is given where amplitude, that is the information, and the high frequency carrier is mixed together. It is known as a multiplier, and the carrier will be generated, high frequency carrier will be generated by oscillator. Okay, and this will be the amplitude modulated wave. Over here it is shown. So one more two important thing: high frequency carrier, baseband signal, and this is one more thing, that is the shape of the modulated wave. This already we have discussed. Okay, this is known as a mathematical representation of amplitude modulation, as we discussed. Okay, this is about the modulation index, the theoretical representation of modulation index. I have divided it and I have discussed it as per the PPT form. This is FC is FC plus FM, FC minus FM. Okay. Now AM spectrum of two sinusoidal signals, lower sideband, upper sideband, and two sinusoidal signals. That means omega 1, omega 2. This we discuss in lecture 2 or 3. Then we have types of modulation index, that is under modulation, perfect modulation, and over modulation. Okay. Now 4.6 is remain, that we will discuss in next lecture. Yeah, you have the textbooks of baseband. Here I got some question which is better under of critical modulation. It's for the critical modulation, but normally we are going to use the under modulation. This is the answer, Manav Joshi. Then Heath Padaria, you don't have textbook at present. You can download it from the internet sources also, right? Books are available, or if possible, I am going to share the PDF of the material that is prepared in the department. Baseband is just, you can consider as an information signal. Mr. Mihir Mode. Then Saurav, can you please share the textbook? Yeah, definitely. I will try my best to share the text. It's not textbook, but it is just a very small PDF. It is a concluded form, so that you people are required to read, and you people can understand the compact form. Okay, it is prepared by few faculties of our department, so that it is very, very good for you to understand such things. Okay, so in next lecture, we are going to discuss that is related to the envelope detector and all. And today you have 3:30, you have laboratory. Okay, so 3:30 you all can join me. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.